Hi folks, it's Kieran here. Today I am at Market Harbour Skatepark to skate this little ledge here and work on front side 50-50s, front side 180 out. It's a trick that I've actually done before. I've even done it on this ledge, just haven't done it for a long while and figured it's a good one to sort of work on that will allow me to keep working and building my consistency on my front side 50-50s without feeling like I'm just doing front side 50-50s over and over and over again. Get a little bit of variation in there. And the reason I wanted to pick this trick is because I've decided that for this summer, so for the summer of 2022, I want to spend all my effort and focus on grind and slide tricks, particularly ledge tricks and flat bar tricks. And the reason for this is pretty simple. Whenever I watch skate videos, that's the tricks that I love to see. That's what I'm looking out for, that's what I enjoy watching, you know, and that's what it's what I've always really wanted to be able to do. Like in my head, that's the thing that sort of like really excites me. And through these first nearly 3 years since I've been back into skating, I've sort of just dabbled with all different things just to sort of like, one, get myself back into it, seeing what works, what doesn't. But I feel like I've got to a point now where I just want to really spend all my effort, energy and focus on just one thing for a summer and just see how much progress we can make on it. And it's these grinds and slide tricks that I want to do it on, because like I said, that's the thing that really gets me going. That's what I enjoy watching, and if I could pick one thing to be really good at, that's what it would be. So we're going to spend the summer of 2022 just working on these tricks. Obviously, you know, in order to do that, we need to be skating them all the time. So I'm going to be coming down and skating this ledge, and I will still go to other parks and skate different ledges and flat bars and stuff as much as I can. But I really just want to get focused in and work out the best way to progress with that. And I figured the starting point is really just to, first off, make sure I'm really locking in the basic tricks that I already have, which is the front side 50-50, and keep working on those nose slides, and then keep building in other tricks as we go. And yeah, work it from there. So that's the plan today. I'm going to start off just doing some regular frontside 50-50s. Going to try to just do 5 of them as a bit of a warm-up, and then we'll crack on with front 50, front 180 out, and then we'll finish up the session with some nose slides, or I'll put some nose slides in as we go, because that's another trick that I really need to work on and get really locked in. I'm going to do 5 more because those first 5 took too long to do, too long for me to get out of my head. I haven't done these for a while. The last cut ledges I tried doing them on kind of freaked me out a little bit. I figured it'd be fine and come down here and be consistent again. It's not quite happening, so I don't want to move on to the front 180 where I'm still a little bit wibbly. So let's get 5 more, and I feel like we'll be a bit more locked in then. Way too long to get those 10, and they were all pretty bad. It's not a good start to the progression ledge focus, but whatever, it is what it is. It just shows I'm a little rusty. Have a little break, and we're going to get on with those front 50, front 180s. Again, I think what just happened kind of shows why I've picked, you know, need to pick these sort of tricks first, because I need to keep building that consistency of that front 50. Like, it took me a while to get them. It doesn't normally take that long to get them, but you know, I'm still not like every single try, which is what we want to get to. And the other thing is, I'm still going super slow at it. I definitely will, over time, as I get more confident, as I'm getting better and better and more consistent locking in, I want to obviously go at it quicker. You know, grind tricks look way better when you're really shifting. At the moment I kind of just like crawl up to the ledge, pop onto it, and even the way I come out I just sort of like flop off the side, and that's because I'm not going very fast. So, and because I like to pop on near the back of the ledge because it feels safer, it's very rare that I actually make it to the front to like come out the front. So in time we'll have to have a session where we work on going at it quicker and making sure we're coming out the front of the ledge, just to make those 50-50s look a little smoother and a little nicer. But yeah, we'll have a little break and then we'll get on with some front 50s, front 180 out. Got 5 front 50s, front 180 out that I'm happy with, like where I actually ended up in fakie and stayed in fakie. There was a bunch where I got like just over 90 out and I had to slide back. The good news is by the end I was consistently getting on the ledge, so like I'd built back up the front 50. That's good. Front 180s, to be honest, kind of all of them were sucky. In order to improve that trick, it needs 2 things. One is more speed. More speed will make it so that when I land, I don't like stop or just crawl along fakie. I'll be able to like properly come out and roll away fakie. The second thing I think which would improve it massively is if I actually pop out of the front off the ledge. It's not something that I do even on my normal ones. Like when you learn how to front 50, the easiest way to get out of it is just sort of like pivot and shift your weight a little bit and get out. And I've always just done that the whole, what, 2 years that I've been doing them now. I think we need to come down and do a session where I actually learn to pop out, so like do an ollie out of a front 50. Just obviously that will add loads to the bag of trick and serve. It will help with these front 180s. It'll open up frontside shove out, and later on all sorts of stuff. So it's definitely something we need to do in the future. Session's been a real struggle though, like from the mental block at the start and the weird errors about getting on the ledge, and my chest feels like super tight, and I'm really struggling to like get my breath back quickly and stuff. It's really odd. It's just not feeling too good, and all that sort of thing just plays in my mind. Like, it's not physically stopped me. I've still been able to come out and do the session, but it's definitely like, it just makes it easier to quit. Like, it gives you an excuse to like, oh, I can stop because I'm feeling crappy. So like, oh, well, you know, my chest is tight, I'm struggling to breathe a little. Oh, well, I'll just stop. But it's happy that I like powered through and got those front 180 outs, even though they weren't very good. So I'm going to end the session with some nose slides. I want to try and do 5. That's kind of the goal, to do 5 nose slides every time we come down as well. Whenever we're working on a different trick. Obviously, if we're working on nose slides, we'll do a lot more of them. But we'll see how we go. Like, it depends how quickly I get the first one, basically. If the first one comes pretty quick, we'll go for 5. If it takes a while, maybe we'll just do like a couple. Just already building excuses for the fact that I'm worried that I'm not going to be able to do it very well. So whatever, let's get some nose slides to finish the session. That one felt okay. That's 5, but they came pretty quickly. So let's go for 5 more. Just, you know, every rep counts, and I'm feeling good, so why not sort of push onwards. That is going to do it for the session. I think I did 12, maybe 13 nose slides at the end there. I didn't want to stop. They were feeling really good. Like, recently I've started to get a little bit of consistency in terms of like getting out, like locking in and getting out of the trick, but I haven't felt like super locked in, like as if I could like really hold it. They still felt a little loose, like my nose comes up and gets on there and I can kind of like keep on top of it to get off, but not like I'm locked in to the point where if I was going quick enough I could just sit and hurriedly hold it. Those last few felt like I was really like locked in, felt super in control, which is absolutely awesome, because yeah, I really want to get this trick good, and it's starting to, when I learned how to do it, it just didn't feel quite right. It was a bit disappointing. It's now starting to get to the point where it's feeling like I initially wanted it to. So and we're actually getting some consistency with it, so rather than like saving it for the end of sessions, I can start building it into the warm-up as well, because we know it's not something that's necessarily going to take a huge amount of tries. I think I landed the first one like 2nd or 3rd go, which is pretty good. So yeah, sort of a little wrap up for the session then. Front 50s, struggled with them initially, but we did get to the point where we were locking in pretty good. Definitely need to come down and spend a session working on popping out front 50s and just keep building up the speed on front 50s. Front 180s weren't quite how I wanted them to be, mainly because we weren't popping out and we weren't going fast enough. So we'll work on those with the front 50s initially, and then we'll start like building them into the front 180s. But I think what I'll do is I will build the front 180 into the warm-up as well. So we'll do, like, when I come down, I'll do a few regular 50-50s and do a few front 50, front 180 out, just to keep building it up and getting used to that motion, because then as we work on building up the speed and the popping out, we shouldn't need to like spend a full session working on that trick and get it. And yeah, just spoke about the nose slides, super stoked with those. The next step for the nose slide is to try doing them near the edge, like the end of the ledge, so that I'm not having to come out in the middle. You see, like with most of the good ones anyway, I generally come out to fakie. When you're in the middle of the ledge, it seems it's definitely a lot easier just to like hoik backwards and push yourself away from it and sort of come off at an angle fakey. Whereas I want to get to the point where I've got enough control that I can come out to a regular. I think the best way to do that will actually be to like do it where we're sort of sliding off the edge of the ledge so that we can get on and pull it back out. Just build up a little bit more control, and then we'll start trying that in the middle of the ledge. But stoked with them as well. So yeah, huge thank you guys for watching. I hope you're looking forward to watching me on this real push to get like focus in and get good at skating one particular obstacle. I'm super excited about it. Like I feel really, yeah, I've got a good buzz going on, so be interesting to see where we can go with it. As always, if you've got any tips, thoughts, ideas, whether it's things I can do with the tricks I've already got to help out, tricks you think I should try and learn based off these ones, whatever, leave it in the comments down below. I really appreciate everyone who does that. Drop a like on the video, subscribe if you're new to the channel, and I'll see you on the next video, where we'll probably be skating the ledge, but we might be skating the flat bar. It's just, I haven't decided what I'm going to do tomorrow yet. But yeah, until then folks, take care.